Nothing has quite infuriated me like this next video I'm about to show you. And I only saw a little bit, but I was so disgusted, honestly. And it was one of those things where I think America, like the United States, has a really bad reputation for this, and rightly so. And also, I've seen it with Britain as well, to some degree. And then I saw this press conference and I was like, who the fuck is. Okay, so again, you're going to see a reporter ask presumed future Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim. And he asks him basically, actually, why don't you speak English? I'm not. I wish I was joking. He literally is like, I mean, it's kind of disgusting that you don't speak English. Like, what's your beef, bro? Like, what the? You Manchester United hired him because he's a good manager, not because he can speak English. I think that there is a point where like that will help, and that's always good. But Bielsa spoke with the translator the whole time. But again, I think it's the arrogance. It's the like, you go to his game, right? And you're like, you're kind of bombing us out that you don't speak English, bro. Like, you're being kind of disrespectful right now. And it is mind-boggling to see. It really is. It's mind-boggling to see, like, the absolute stupidity of like, let's just be real. And again, maybe this doesn't have the full context. There is zero amount of context that makes this question not the stupidest question you've ever heard. Again, let's take a look.
You could be a hero even before you get on a plane to Manchester.
He's talking about them playing Manchester City.
Has that crossed your mind? In English, please.
And there it is. What do you mean in English, please? You're asking him. What the oh, God, this bothers me so much. And again, I understand. I am in the United States. It can happen, right? And then Britain, they're very both nations are getting a little xenophobic. I think Britain worse, but United States is not far behind. Again, it's just like when they appointed the New England manager. Why is he not English? And it's Tuchel. Why is he not English? Why is he German? The fuck do you mean? Why? Because you can elevate your players. Because you can hopefully bring the nation to some glory. Like, what are you talking about? But why isn't he English, though? In English, please. And it's so funny because, again, you see it when people go to, like, different restaurants as well. Or you go... Or again, Americans and I think British people, they go to different countries. That has to be the epitome of it. You go to a different country. Why isn't the menu in English? Motherfucker, this isn't America. This isn't England. That's why it's not in English. It is absolutely baffling to me. Again, nobody's saying you're perfect. I was in Italy. I was like, what do you mean you don't speak English here? No, I'm there to experience what you're doing. You're hiring this man because of his football acumen and what he's going to do for your club. Not that he speaks English. Not that he's a pure, like, British man. Like, come on, dude. This is so infuriating. And again, I think people aren't going to understand it. They just aren't, okay? But when people of other nations are speaking in their native language and somebody comes up to us and is like, you should speak English, there is nothing more infuriating. Nothing. Oh, it is such a pain.
Sorry, I cannot speak in English now.
Why?
And again, very polite. That's already gonna trigger me as well. But very polite. Hey, I'm working on it. I'm working on English. Why? 'Cause I'm not British, motherfucker. It's really not that complicated. There's other people that live other places that speak other languages. Insane. No way. What do you mean? Brother, this is, and I swear, I wasn't that young, but my cousin was young. We all went to Mexico. My cousin came with us, with my family. And we were sitting down, and she's like, y'all don't speak English here? She was like in first grade, first or second. That is the level of awareness that you bring to the table, like a fucking first or second grader, that you don't understand that other people exist and that they speak other languages and do other shit. Nobody eats fish and fucking chips everywhere or a chippy buddy. Nobody eats your nasty ass food and speaks English all the time. You fucking twat. I'm sure he understands that.
Why? Why?
What do you mean, why? And double it. Why? Why?
Will miss me in Portuguese, so I have to speak Portuguese.
They've had about 25 minutes in Portuguese.
I know.
We want 10 seconds in English.
He is so much more patient than I ever would have been. And Jose Mourinho and any other people, like, motherfucker, you're here at my press conference, right? Why don't you shut the fuck up and back up, son? Like, what do you mean, why? Dude, oh my, he has way more patience already than I, which is probably good for a Manchester United manager. Damn, I would not be putting up with this nonsense.
We'll proceed in Portuguese. Next.
He just looks over like, yeah, I don't know how to speak it, so I'm not going to speak in English, you idiot.
You can hear him talking English. Okay.
Yes, more basic English.
It's like a cold shoulder to all your English fans.
Oh my God. It's like a cold shoulder to all your English fans. What a moron, bro. Like, even he's laughing. Like, this has to be so dumb. He just got hired from Portugal. Like, what are we doing? Oh, that is insane.
Sorry.
That is insane, dude. And he's from Sky Sports. Again, credit to him. Obviously that's where I'm getting the story from, but it's this reporter here, Gary Cotterhill. I would just like to say, Gary Cotterhill, other people in other places speak other languages. I know that is very, very shocking to you. But, and if this at all helps, maybe there's a way that we can put it so that he'll understand, right? Because obviously he's very, very British. He wears that quite well. You're a fucking wanker. Does that compute? Is that enough English for you? Does that do it for you, Gary? Is that good? Should I be holding a chippy buddy, Gary? Maybe a nice Sunday roast, Gary, while I call you a fucking twat, Gary? I mean, come on. This is one of the most infuriating things I've ever seen. The fact that Sky didn't immediately call him into the office and been like, I'm gonna, the old shoulder tap. I'm gonna have you log out for a little bit, okay? Why don't you sit this one out for a little bit, okay, champ? Yeah, let's sit this one out. So again, apparently good luck to Amorim, and I'm gonna pray for you, bro, because that you don't even have the job yet, officially. You're not even presented yet, and you're already seeing this. Whew. Oh boy. Oh boy. On top of whatever Manchester United is going to be. So good luck to him. And yeah, I'm going to wish him the best.